I just thought it was still a field in which I could help, but it was broad enough to where I could do many things. If I got tired or burned out of something, I could go and move on to something else.
So originally I had wanted to be like a school social worker, and then I worked in a school as a paraprofessional, and I was like, well, yeah, I can see myself doing this. But then when I had my son, I kind of switched to like more family-focused social work, child welfare, and stuff like that.
I think hospital social work definitely would be the dream job. I also kind of have in the back of my head maybe teaching social work someday. Being a former dance teacher, I really like sharing knowledge with people and collecting information. I love data and just like sharing cool facts and just to pass on my enjoyment of learning about social work to other people.
My dream job would be advocating for policies that promote diversity, equity, and inclusion, and possibly working in the background and educating policymakers on policies that oppress communities.
My dream would be to bring the language's mental health to the Hispanic community. It would be with working with parents and school-aged children to teach them how to communicate and to not have that stigma that we have still holding on to.
I think that ultimately I would really like to work in social work regarding policy work, hopefully like pertaining to immigration and stuff like that.
Part of my original plan was always like working in like an emergency room setting. That's something I still want to do, and I can definitely do that with social work, so that's kind of my initial game plan. I'm also really interested in like research though and advocacy, so I'd want to find a way to include that in whatever my future career is, but the medical social work position is definitely like my big dream for how I will be in the social work field.
I think dream job, I kind of have two paths. I think one, it'd be really interesting to work with dancers from underserved populations. I just have an interesting niche in that area, and I would love to help serve a community that I came from. I also recently, my practicum this year was working with unhoused individuals, and I found I have a love for that, and I don't think there's enough mental health access for those people. So I think trying to create programming or resources for therapy in those settings would be really important to me.